Here are the classwork solutions from the 28th of April. The instruction said solve each equation by factoring or taking square roots. Question 1. X squared minus 18x minus 40 equals 0. Again, in order to solve or find the roots, solutions, zeros, x-intercepts of a quadratic equation, you need to set it equal to 0. And in this case, we're going to have to factor the left side first. And the factors that we're going to use are x minus 20 and x plus 2. And those are both set equal to 0. The reason why we're using x minus 20 and x plus 2 is the following. If you take negative 20 and multiply by positive 2, you would get the c value here, which is negative 40. Since a is 1, and c is negative 40, a times c would be negative 40, so those multiply to be negative 40. And also, we know that we have to have these numbers have to also add to be the b value, which is negative 18. Negative 20 plus 2 is negative 18. Therefore, these are the factors we want to use. In order to solve for x and get the solution, we have to set each of these factors equal to 0. So I'm going to set up a chart and do that. X minus 20 equals 0. And over here, x plus 2 equals 0. Add 20 to both sides. X equals 20. Over here, we have to subtract 2 from both sides. X equals negative 2. And if we want to write this in a solution set, we would put brackets, and then we would put negative 2, since it's the smallest root, and then the larger root of 20, and close that out of brackets. Number 4. X squared minus 6x minus 7 is equal to 0. We're going to have to factor the left side, just as we did in the other example. A is 1, and c is negative 7, so a times c is negative 7. So we need to think about a pair of integers that multiplies to be negative 7, but also adds to be a negative 6. So we're going to go ahead and use x minus 7 and x plus 1, since negative 7 times positive 1 is negative 7, and negative 7 plus 1 is negative 6. Set each of those factors equal to 0 to find the roots. Add 7 to both sides over here. X is 7 is one root. And over here we have to take away 1 from both sides, so x equals negative 1 is another root.